How's it going, guys? Doe here. Hope we're doing good. And I'm in full cam today, showing off my bed, and it's unmade glory, which is what it is. I apologize. And I'll be showing off a game called Godfall. It's not my gameplay. It's not mine at all. I'm gonna be a React Andy today because this game is not released yet. It'll be released in the holiday of 2020, and it's a game I'm excited for, and I want to share with y'all what it looks like because it's something that I want to play, and that's all I can really say. Like, it's a game I want to play, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So let's go ahead and get things rolling, man.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director.
This is our intro, by the way.
On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into
Walking
the
upstairs,
mystical
brother.
world of Godfall.
Hoggers.
Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit.
This intro has me tilted.
The game is
I'm not
still
gonna
a
lie.
work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy.
Yo, I can tell it's on console because that turning
So
radius
let's jump right into what Godfall is.
was sus.
Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own
I want to
pace,
pause so bad.
playing
Like, get
alone
off the stairs.
or through
This-
online
it can't just be.
co-op
It
with up
cannot
to 2
just be me.
additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of
Man's
earth,
AFK.
water.
These are the different sceneries you'll be experiencing, which is pretty freaking snazzy.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions, no waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one. As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor
That seems like a little boss fight
legendary
area.
armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable
And these look
master
freaking
of melee
snazzy,
combat.
bro.
Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history.
All right. So we saw some cool stuff there, but the beginning was sus. And it can't just be me, bro. Walking up and down stairs for like the first 30 seconds of the video. What are you talking about? Exquisite gameplay. I'm not sure what he said, but like something about gameplay, and you're out here freaking checking your Fitbit steps going upstairs. That's not the best intro. IMO. But the cool thing is that they won't have microtransactions, which I don't really care for, or I'm not against or really for, TBH. But it's nice to see a game that is just going to have what's in the game on day one. Now, does that mean that they won't be including more patches and stuff down the line? I don't know. But what it sounds like to me is there won't be transactions. That probably includes no cosmetic transactions, no pay-to-win type stuff. The game is what the game is when it releases, and you get to, play through everything. You have access to everything, and that's pretty cool. I respect that a lot. It's a different take than what we see nowadays in games. So that's pretty interesting. But so far you have like the valor plates, which are just different abilities that are offered to you for different things. The looks are also different, which is cool. So you might have things where you have valor plates that are really snazzy looking, but don't do the most damage, but you'll just suffer through it because fashion is a true end game, and that's pretty nice.
Now let's talk about gameplay
There it is.
in Godfall.
That's what I want to see, bro.
First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we
Dauntless?
think is a looter slasher.
Close.
Our
I
game
was
is
close.
therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment for mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid.
Well, I guess it's player skill driven. This dude's all turning like he's driving a freaking
offense
18 wheel with a trailer.
More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies. and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword,
snazzy. I keep saying that word.
The dual blades,
cool. Ooh, mix it up a little bit.
The polearm,
Shaftmaster poggers,
the two-handed warhammer.
That man has that really with
two-handed greatsword.
Sass. What am I saying right now?
Each weapon class has their own unique movesets.
Okay, I like how he names all these weapons and busts out his shield.
Strategic, deliberate play.
Where's the shield at, fam?
As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets.
You're legit rogue Kratos.
You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks.
Yep.
The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack
You're
combo.
also Scorpion.
So what are the signature moves for the
Get
dual
over
blades?
here.
As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy
That's that Scorpion move, son.
Pulling a cable.
Those are pretty
cool.
cool.
Switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords
this looks way cooler already,
weapons,
holy smokes.
Embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a
no
lot
comment
of
on that.
elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own
that's that new clickbait, bro.
Combo.
Crisp.
Then there's the heavy attack finisher,
Overpowered?
which
Nah,
can be
crisp.
used at the end of
damage.
your light attack combo. There are 3 signature
that
moves
in combo
for the
did not look
longsword
very
class.
heavy.
There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot
like the
be
weight of it.
interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall.
Okay, so we're starting to see a little bit more technical gameplay, which is what I want to see.
The entire game. You can always block.
I want to see less like hack and slash and more like
if you press the shield button at the right time, you
mechanics.
Can also parry.
You know what I'm saying?
You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack
like
with
that.
a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby
like
targets.
Capitan America.
If you tap the shield button
I see.
just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies.
Okay, we're getting more mechanics,
And
man.
of course, you can perform
That's
an
good.
R3 ground finisher on enemies
That looked like
were knocked down to the ground.
That did not look like the sauce right there. That looked kind of like a little bish tap. All right, this is a little cutscene. This is a boss fight. Actually, I'm hoping it's a mini boss fight. And I'll say why in a second. Because you're fighting a midget boss, and it's not that big. All right. We got that dauntless AI. No cap. Probably shouldn't say that. It's not very nice. But it is true, though. Alright, I'll say this. This boss is lost. I hope it's a mini boss because Mans is actually lost.
We hope you enjoy.
Okay, that's pretty much the video. After watching this, which I've already seen a couple times, but I'm still excited for the game, but there are some things that are not all peachy. They're not all peachy about it. Like that boss fight at the end, it's gonna need some work. Like the boss was like jumping at you but not going any distance at all, which just means it'll never really hit you. So there's definitely some improvements that can be made. Now, the disclaimer at the beginning of this video is this is not the final product, not even close. They're still working through a lot of stuff. They just wanted to show you what the game is like. And I can respect that a lot because it's good to see a little bit of what could be in the game. And the main takeaway for me is the environments are freaking amazing. So they got that part down packed. The environments are amazing. The weapons are looking pretty cool. There seems to be a lot of just mechanics you can actually use in the game. That's what I want to see. Now, the last thing is sort of like the gameplay. The weapons look cool, but there seems to be a lot of hit stun, which I'm cool with if it's just on the random mobs, and that's what it seems like it's going to be. On the boss, he didn't really get hit stunned, but the random mobs did, and that's fine. And that mini boss, if it's a mini boss, that's dope because they haven't shown us what the boss will be like, and they could get freaking wild with the bosses. So the game looks cool. I'm still excited for it, and this game will be on the Epic Games Store and also on consoles. But if you guys pick it up on the Epic Games Store, make sure you use code OhDough in the store at checkout. It helps out a ton. If not, use some of this code because it helps out whoever helping out a freaking lot. And other than that, man, that is the video, guys. And I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.